Howdy mates. Just wanted to do a Monty Andrews Arboretum video, part 2. So we're at a different portion of the Arboretum. We're kind of towards like the south end. And there were a couple of other plants that I wanted to point out while walking through here. So this tree right here, I'm sure many of you are quite familiar with. And for those of you who are not, this is the live oak. This is often a tree that's used as a symbol of the Old South because of, for instance, the Spanish moss and how much it sprawls out. Here it kind of tells you a bit further about the live oak. Point in fact, it's actually the state tree of Georgia. But as it's saying on here, due to its sprawling ability, they have a great canopy to provide for shade, especially down here, because it can be quite toasty after a while. But what's fascinating is, as it tells you on here, the hardwood of the tree was used in construction of the USS Constitution, which is one of the most well-known wooden ships to have existed. So yeah, you can practically find these just about anywhere. And they are native to this area. So that's a bonus right there. But yeah, you even have a chance to really see even more of the live oak. They're always so majestic to look at. And like, here's another specimen. We've got ourselves the Loquat Tree. And as it points out, one of its origins is based in China. And it's an evergreen, and they do produce edible fruits. So I'm guessing we're kind of past the point where we will see the fruits. But from what I have noticed, it looks like the leaves, they have like a very sandpaper texture, like it's very thick. And with that being said, it feels a bit waxy on the top and then a bit more paper-like on the bottom. So like, it would take a bit of effort to really get this to break. Oh, got an eastern gray squirrel. Hi. Hi, little one. Hey, homie. I'll call you Sebastian. Look at that. Yeah, he's feeding on a mushroom. That's the crazy thing. Like, there aren't many homies that actually feed on mushrooms. But this guy is. Yeah, these are also native to Florida. You can find them as far south as here, and even as far north as my original home state of Ohio. But they are one of the most well-known mammals in this part. That's so cool. The reason I called it Sebastian was in the part of Ohio where I came from originally, the Miami County Parks, that's the name of the region, they would host like a fun activity for families to participate in. And they had this little toy of Sebastian, the squirrel. And what they would do, what the park district would do, is try to provide clues of where it's located. So they might give like a hint or something of the park that it's located. So the goal was to try to find Sebastian the squirrel. And you would oftentimes take a picture and send it over to the park district and get like a prize for it. It was really cool. It was a cool thing that they have going on. So in a sense, you could say that I found Sebastian. But yeah, it's still a cool spot, by the way. Now, to my right, we've got the Shady Lady. And these I have seen a couple of times, just haven't really had a chance to actually do a video on one until now. But the Shady Lady, they are native to this part of Florida, as a matter of fact. And they are evergreens. And as it says here, it is a hybrid of the black olive tree. And with that being said, these guys, or these ladies, I should say, are rather native to here. Yeah, you look along the bark, to me, it kind of reminds me of, how do I want to put it? Kind of think like a sewn blanket, right? I don't know if you can visualize that in your head, but sometimes sewn blankets, they have these lines that typically go across the blanket. So in a sense, it kind of reminds me of the same thing as well. But what's cool is their leaves right here. They usually are in clusters of, like in this case, there's up to 7 right here. But of course it varies too. Like in this case, there's 4. But yeah, these are a native tree. Shady Lady. And same thing, they provide that canopy cover in a given place. And what's also cool about this arboretum too is it also has certified gardens. Butterfly gardens, to be specific. So what this means is it's basically like a pollinator habitat that features bushes, shrubs, or even flowers too, that can help increase that population of butterflies. Well, yeah, we got the coontie right here, or even the wild pennyroyal, or even, for instance, we got the trumpet, or the firebush, excuse me. So that's what I like about this arboretum, is everything is labeled so efficiently, and it just gives you like the general detail of the plant itself. So like, here's another one. We've even got the Nellie Stevens Holly. Hollies oftentimes produce these little berries, and typically hollies are a type of bush. Now, even though it's from Central America, it still thrives here just fine. And as it states on here, you hardly even have to prune the plant whatsoever. But yeah, you can see that they are producing the berries right here. That's what most hollies do. Now, in terms of whether it's edible or not, can't really be certain. I mean, the way I see it, you can only eat it once, right? To really know for sure. So it's always best to just leave it be if you don't know for certain. How you guys doing? So actually I wanted to show you guys one more little tree right here. It's called the Crape Myrtle. Now, in a sense, it is related to the myrtle oak that I showed you guys not too long ago, about a couple of weeks ago. Fascinating enough, they are from Asia, as stated, and I have actually seen these trees even in Arkansas too. So actually, shout out goes to my cousin Heidi. You'll know what this tree is right here, so hope this video finds you well. I hope that we will reunite soon. But on my cousin Heidi's property, she actually has a crepe myrtle that is functioning just fine. And that's usually because, as you could see on here, they have a high tolerance of cold temperatures. And yeah, they have a variety of different flower colors and it's even a deciduous tree. But they do produce these berries right here. And like I said, not fully certain as to whether these are edible. So it's just best to leave it be. And yeah, these guys can grow quite tall. The one on my cousin Heidi's property is probably about 25 feet tall. But yeah, they kind of remind me of looking at sycamore trees, you know, back up north. They're distinguished by having like a smooth bark. But the difference is the bark has a bit more of a beige color, as you can see right here. Unlike with sycamore, it usually has more of a white appearance. So that's a way that you can tell the difference. And plus, sycamores grow a lot larger in terms of height. So, this is cool. So, alright you guys, I know it's already been hitting over 11 minutes, so I think it's best to just wrap up the video. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Hope it was worth your time. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for any future videos. So alrighty, take care, enjoy your Sunday. Journey on a Journey is outwards. Take care folks, see ya.